Yorkshire, we're off to the Bournemouth International Centre to join Max Bygraves for tonight's Summertime Special.
From Bournemouth, it's Summertime Special. And here is your host, Max Bygraves. Welcome to Bournemouth. This is my kind of town. Bournemouth is my kind of town. Bournemouth is my kind of people too. People who smile at you, and each time I roam, one town that won't let you down. It is my kind of town. Allan and the girls there. My kind of razzmatazz, and it has all that sunshine, and each time I leave, tugging my sleeve, one town that won't let you down. It is my kind of town. And this is a great town, ladies and gentlemen. I've lived here for 17 years. And we're the most progressive town in the whole of Britain. This complex that you're sitting in here at the moment is unbelievable. 2 theatres, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, 3 restaurants, 5 cocktail bars, and 1 lavatory. The architect was a camel. And if you want to know about this place, just come and see me. I can tell you all the sights to see. Don't forget to go down in the square and see the monument. It was erected to the very last man in 1974 that found a parking space here. And talking of parking spaces here, we've got a very progressive council. They've come up with a new idea, timeshare parking meters. I'll tell you how it works. If you're a resident, you pay £50 down, and you can have 2 hours any time of the year. I've joined. I've got 4 o'clock Christmas morning. And elderly people coming here for the very first time, because of its geographical position and the trees and the flowers, elderly people find it very hard to keep awake. It's very tiring. This is true, isn't it, Bob? But it's not the air that's doing it to him. He's having an affair with the landlady. 75 years of age he is. He's always preferred younger women. The last affair he had was with a suffragette. Really? Yes. And that's only because she was chained to the railings. I can wake him up with one word. Guinness! On with the show, ladies and gentlemen, and let's introduce you now to the Nigel Lythgoe Dancers, and with the ever-lovely Grace Kennedy. Here they are. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's a young comedian I saw over in Jersey. He's very, very good. He's very new to television. So put your palms together for Peter Piper, who's going to do his party piece right now. Peter Piper. Here you are, Peter. Yeah.
Hello, Bournemouth! I'm back again, eh? What a grand place. 7 miles of golden sands, and only 200 yards of it gets used. It's typical, isn't it? You sat there, crammed into 3 square foot of sand. What, there's kids screaming past you, radios howling, dogs kicking sand in your face, getting smacked on the back of the head by deck chairs and rubber dinghies. But you're not going to be moved, are you? You've come for a tan. Yes, you've come for a tan. And you're jolly well going to get one. Oh, so it's out with the sun oil, eh? Sun Factor 1. Yes, your body can take it because you're Macho Man. Eh? Or at least you think you are. Till later on that night, you join the rest of the lobsters back at the hotel, eh? Don't touch me! Oh, my shoulders! Oh! Flipping heck, eh? You're not going to be put off. Mad dogs and Englishmen, aren't we? Nivea cream out the next day. Pouring it on. And then you get a piece of peeling skin. don't you? And I'd see you start picking at bits on your shoulders and on your arms. And you always rip off a bit that ain't ready to come off yet. Oh, don't it bring tears to your eyes? Oh, I thought that noise on the beach was seagulls. It's not, you know. It's sunbathers going, ah, ah. Do you know, the key to getting a good suntan is not to lie there. Nope. Move about. Get off up the beach. See you there. Yeah, I'm dead cool. Yeah. Shoulders back, chest out. Show 'em off, lovely boy. Show 'em off, show 'em off, show 'em off. And then you walk on this patch of blazing hot sand. Have you ever done that when you're on holiday? Eh? All the control goes, doesn't it? Oh! And you make a mad dash for the sea. Oh, how the heck can it be about 110 degrees on the sand, but it stay about 50 below zero in the water? And I don't know about you women, but when us lads wade in the water, well, how can I describe it? It's like when you get to that certain point. I mean, that certain area, you start to tiptoe, don't you? Come on, you do, come on. Oh. And you're debating whether to go under or not, aren't you? Eh? 1, 2, 3, under. No. And then you see this bloody big wave coming towards you. Oh, the thing I love best, though, is going on the rocks, rock pooling. Do you ever, you know, looking for those small crustaceans that hide in crevices left behind by the tide in rock pools? This, as a matter of fact, can be a rather dangerous occupation, as I lost a piece of my right ear. Remember when you pick up a shell and try and listen for the sea in it? Just make sure it's not got a bloody big crab inside. Hey, the pedalos. Oh, I scream at those. They're great fun, aren't they? But you've got to have 2 of you working them. You know, well, otherwise you'd end up going round and round in circles, wouldn't you? Tried the windsurfing? Hey, have you tried it? Huh? Do you know, they put a plastic window in the sail so you can see where you're going. I don't know why the hell they bother. All I could see through it were fish. £8.50 an hour. And all I did was flop about in 3 foot of water, clutching an oversized ironing board. Blowing it. Hey, but at the end of the holiday, oh, we're back home to show the tan off, aren't we? All you girls, leave the backless, strapless dresses on, to show off that you got no strap marks. You know what I mean? Sluts. What you like, eh? Is he looking at me trace, eh? Can you see me knickers in this ultraviolet light? And us lads, tell you what, aren't we? We're bright posers, aren't we? We all come back, we've got a little bit of a beard. We all think we're George Michael. I don't want. And we've got the white trousers on. Don't put the socks on, do we? Miami Vice. Hey, I'm cool. Hup. And your Hawaiian shirt on, button it down, roll the sleeves up, walk into the disco. Flipping heck, Peter. How you doing? All right? Bloody freezing, man, I tell you. Well, I'm off back up to Blackpool anyway. I'm flipping great down here. I've got to come back again because the girlfriend's on the beach and I can't remember where I buried her. See you later. Ta-ra.
Peter Piper. Now, here's a group you're going to enjoy. They're strong stuff, almost as strong as their name. Ladies and gentlemen, Harvey and the Wallbangers. Yeah.
station with the back of my band. Tied a gen station in the back of her hand. I observe the rhythm of the clickety-clack. Hear the lonesome whistle, see the smoke from the stack. I pile around with them kind of fellas named Max, so take me right back to the track. Jack, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, woo-woo. Woo-woo, choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track. Jack! Destination, more lights than that. He needs compensation to get back on the black. We take the money papers on the top of the stack. I read the situations from the front to the back. The only job that's open needs a man with a knack, so put it right back on the rack. Jack, choo choo, choo choo, choo-boogie, woo woo, woo woo, choo-boogie, choo choo, choo choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track. Yeah. Sail on my railroad track, live the life of Riley in the midnight shack. So when I hear the whistle, I can picture the crack. I watch the train rolling while it's hard in its jack. I just saw the rhythm of the clickety-clack, so take me right back to the track. Jack, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, woo-woo, woo-woo, choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track. Jack. Take me right back to the track. Jack.
Harvey and the Wallbangers. Every week we meet the kids that dress up and imitate their favourite pop stars. So we're going outside the theatre now to meet Brian Conley and the Kopy Kids.
And welcome once again to Kopy Kids. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd also like to introduce our judges from the Grumbleweed Show, Mr. Stewart Francis. And from the Heidi High Show, Ruth, Madoc and Paul Shane. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd also like to introduce our first guest celebrities. They're three young ladies, their sister Sledge, and their names are Frances, Charlotte and Louise.
I was walking down the street one day when I looked up, I saw a friend, hey Frankie. Do you remember me? You looked at me and then I blushed, 'cause I remembered I loved you so much way back when we were friends, going together, but then you left me, Frankie. Do you remember me, Frankie? Do you remember? Oh, how you brought me down, All I did was run around. You never knew how much I loved you.
Right, here's a young man now who's going to have you swaying from side to side. It's Rod Stewart, but really his real name is Gavin, and he is 8. Gavin!
Can you
I'd like to introduce now a young man who's been doing a bit of gardening. He's got a caterpillar on his lip. It is Freddie Mercury, and his real name is Damon.
I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. I've got to break free. God knows. God knows I want to break free. I've got to break free. I want to
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think our judges have got a very difficult job this week. Don't you agree? So please, judges, could we have your marks for Sister Sledge? Sister Sledge has scored 27. Could we please have your marks and your points for Mr. Rod Stewart? Rod Stewart there, you've scored 26 points. Well done. All right. Right, and now can we please have your marks, judges, for Mr. Freddie Mercury? This week's winner, ladies and gentlemen, Damon. Take a bow. Well done. We'll see you next week back to the theatre. Bye-bye. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Weren't those Kopy Kids great? We'll see you in a minute with Summertime Special. Come back for some more fun. And welcome once again to Bournemouth, where the people here are so lovely. You know, they walk up to you, they're not afraid to talk. I was coming out of the theatre the other night, and a fella stopped me. It was pretty dark. He said, you Max Bygraves? I said, yes. He said, what, the fella that makes the records? Does all the sing-alongs, goes on television, makes thousands of pounds? I said, yes. He said, stick 'em up. Let's go out on location again with the Nigel Lythgoe Dancers.
Spinning like a top, you should have seen her go. Bright when she used to rock
next artist is a young fella from Scotland. You've seen him many times on Kopy Cats, and on Cats supposed to have 9 lives. This boy's a little bit different. He's got 100 voices. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Allan Stewart. Allan Stewart.
Good evening. I'd like to dedicate this song from my latest album to all the beautiful ladies here tonight. Thank you. Oh, you can't get better than a quick fit fitter. You can't get better than a quick fit fitter. You can't get better than a quick fit fitter. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can't get better. No, please. I'm sorry. That's the power that television has over it. Just... I'm Sue Allan. You know, my son, John Ross, came home from school the other day. He said, Mama, I want a wee-wee. I said, John Ross, you can't say that. You gotta say, I want to whisper. JR come home a bit later. He said, Daddy, I want to whisper. He said, well, whisper in my ear. It's a good job he didn't want to shout. But... Do you like our video scene, Pet, yeah?
You know what's like, you know. I'm really looking forward to marrying Hazel, like, you know. So it give me an opportunity, like, to tell about my smelly fate, like, you know.
Right, man, eh? Tell her about your smelly feet, eh?
Yeah, no, I thought, like, you say, I could tell her about my smelly fate, like, you say. And she could tell me why she's got bad breath, like, you say.
Huh? You know why she's got bad breath, man? She's been eating your socks.
Thank you, good evening. Welcome to question time. We've got some very important questions this evening. Questions like, why were there no Pakistani football teams in the World Cup? Because every time they got a corner, they built a shop on it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to introduce you to one of my favorite singers from Ireland. Here he is, Mr. Shergall Farkey.
A good heart these days is hard to find. As you know, it's the loving kind. A good heart these days is hard to find. Please be gentle with this heart of mine. Heart of mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's more, yeah. I'd like to introduce you to a friend from Ballygo backwards. Here he is, Mr. Michael O. Jackson, yeah.
It's not my lover. She I am the one. The kid is not my son. She's just a kid who said that I am the one. The kid is not my son. She said I am the one.
Our next artist had a hit single with a theme from Connie. Here she is with a new single. It's called The Wrong Girl, and here is the lady, Rebecca Storm.
She's got that guilt look in her eyes, the one that says she's telling you lies. You know she's giving you the run around out with other guys. It's all over town. You gotta know what's happening to you. That loving girl ain't playing it true. She'll take you up just to bring you down like a spinning top. Going round and round, you got the wrong girl in your arms tonight. It's the wrong girl who's holding you tight. She'll break your heart, and you can see all the love in her is hurting you. You need the right girl to hold you tight, to be with you all through the night. You know it's breaking my heart, knowing you can see all the love in her is hurting me. Now we all know that girl's gotta go. She done love you and she's letting it show. But love's so blind that you can't see how she's cheating you and how it's hurting me. You got the wrong girl in your arms tonight. It's the wrong girl who's holding you tight. I'm waiting here right by your side. I'm anticipating, yes, I'm ready and waiting for the right move. Back to my arms, the right move. Away from her charms, you know it's breaking my heart. Knowing you can't see all the love in her is hurting me. You got the wrong
That was Rebecca Storm. Did you like that boy, Allan Stewart? Great impression. All backstage, he keeps walking around doing impressions of me, saying, I want to tell you a story. Big money. I tell you what, he's so good, if I ever die, they'll bury him. And a few nights ago, a woman came up to me. She said, you Maxie Bygraves? I said, yes. She said, you don't look like you do on Spitting Image. Did you see that? Did you? How many people in the audience watch Spitting Image? How many? Go on, put your hands up. One. No, when I saw myself on there, I couldn't believe it. You know, I mean, what they do to us. I found out the fellas' names that make the puppets. Their names are, and this is true, Fluck and Law. So I wrote to this Fluck and Law. I said, dear Fluck and Law, And I won't tell you what I said, but I spelt one of their names wrong. I spelled it L-O-R. And I'm not appearing here, I'm appearing at Poole. They couldn't afford me here. And down in Poole, I do a thing. It's a story about a kid that goes from Ireland, Northern Ireland, to America for a package holiday. And his mother, who is not quite aware how big the continent of America is, she says to him, she says, when you're over in America, she said, there's a place called Dallas. She said, and when you go there, because she's such a fan of this program, she said, would you be sure to say hello to Miss Ellie? So he doesn't want to let her down, and he writes these words back. He says, oh, mother, this South Fork is a terrible place. Sure, it makes you lose faith in the whole human race. There's little Miss Ellie, the nicest by far. Oh, but she has a son, and they call him J.R. J.R. don't like Cliff, and Cliff feels the same. There's a dwarf they call Lucy. I think that's her name. And she's got two big bosoms, and they both remind me of the mountains of Mourne that sweep down to the sea. There's a girl named Sue Ellen with a trembling lip, and she cries enough teardrops to launch a big ship. She's had an affair with a young man named Pete. Oh, and he calls her up every time he's on heat. And of course, there's young Bobby, who's back from the dead. He's just had a transplant. I hope it's his head. 'Cause he's had an affair with a new love you'll see. It's Alexis, the bitch from the show Dynasty. And then I wrote the last half chorus, but I can't find the last line today. If I could find the last line, I think I got a hit song. So if anybody looking in or anybody in the audience can suggest a last line, please let me know, and I'll send you an autographed album. But don't worry, dear mother, I'll not let you down. For tomorrow I'm leaving this terrible town. And I'll come back to Ireland and stay in Belfast. And the Ewings can stick Dallas. And that's the line I'm stuck for. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you on Summertime Special.